Sri Maatre Namaha, Chatur Bahu Samanvitha. So now Devi is coming out of the Chidagni Kundam. We have seen the radiance coming from the face, surpassing the radiance of thousands and millions of Surya Kiranas, the rays coming from the sun. Now, the four hands of the formless entity are being experienced. When I say this, Devi is ultimately formless. When I say formless, it is not that it is not having a form. It is difficult to imagine her form because she is in every form. Our limited mind can perceive only certain figures. The person before you, your relatives, your family, your friends, and beyond that, you cannot perceive. And even animals, insects, there are so many creatures which we don't know at all. When Devi is in every form, when you combine all the forms, well, that is the form of the formless entity. So it is infinity is equal to zero. Zero equal to infinity. In that extremities, Devi exists. When you worship Devi, the zero ahankara, when the ahankara in you is zero, the infinity of Devi can be experienced. So the zero and infinity are both Devis only. One is inside as Maya Surupam, Ahankara Surupam. That we need to overcome by praying to Maya. Then it becomes zero. Then the infinity is in the world, all pervading. Then we can perceive that. So the four hands of Devi in the Sthula Rupa, we see the four hands. In the Sukshma Rupa, it is still Antakarana Chatushtayam, they say Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. These four hands. So when you meditate on the four hands of the Sthula Rupa, you get connected to the four hands of the Sukshma Rupa. Now how we meditate? Is there any mantra? There is no mantra, but there is a tattva. The four hands represents four Vedas, four ashramas, four varnas, four antakarana chatushtayam. Let's see one by one. Four Vedas. You have two options. You can go through the books, you can read Upanishads, Vedas, Sutras, Tantras, everything, but still your knowledge is limited. But when you meditate on these four hands of Lalita, actually Lalita has to be meditated initially at the Manipura Chakram. Surya Mandala Madhyastam Devim Tripurasundarim Pasankusa Dhanurbhanan Dharayantim Prapujayet. So these Mooladhara Swadhisthana Upasanas are all relinquishing. So just get relieved of this panka, all the dirt which we have accumulated over the janmas. The initial upasana is only to clean ourselves. Just like before puja, we take a shower, right? The showering is called Mooladhara Swadhisthana Upasana. Though Ganesha is there, Bala Tripura Sundari is there, these are the matas, our own mother, they clean us. Then they hand over to the Periyamma, Peddamma, or great grandmother, or whoever you call. And then from Manipuram, it starts. So Manipuram, you imagine a Surya Mandalam. That is why even in Chamunda Upasana, you imagine Agni. And in the Agni, you imagine a lotus flower, 10-petal lotus flower. In the lotus flower, you imagine Dasabhuja, Durgi. And then you recite Aim Hrim Klim Chamunda Ye Viche. That gives you the dhairya, the courage to face the situation, to face the world, to face the Maya. So that being the case, Swadhisthana and Mooladhara are the upasanas just to get ourselves relieved of the past karma and malam. That means ignorance. Then Manipuram, Devi Darshanam happens. How? Surya Mandala Madhyastam Devim Tripurasundarim Pasankusha Dhanurbhanam Dharayantim Prabhujayet. Four hands you see. And in the hands you see Pasha, Ankusha and Bana and Dhanuhu. We'll come across maybe tomorrow of all these ayudas. These are all the ayudas to just protect us, guide us towards her. So when you meditate on Tripura Sundari at Manipura, then you get disconnected. When I say disconnected, you still be in the samsara, but your attachment, the greater attachment, that is why sannyasam is detachment, is the greater attachment. Attachment is the greater detachment. So when you are attached to the world, you are detached from the greater attachment called mother. So when you are detached with the world, then you have greater attachment to the mother. So you get connected to the mother. That is why Manipuram is called Sarva Mantrasanaye Namaha. So in the Navavarana Puja, when you do the Vajra Panjara Nyasam, Sarva Mantrasanaye Namaha. That is what the mantra you recite at the Manipuram. That is where even the mantras also when you recite, the nadam should come from the nabhisthanam. That's what they say. So that is where your actual Manipurantarvita Vishnu Grandhi Vibhedini. Right? Ajna Chakrantaralastha Rudra Grandhi. Vishnu is the power of sustenance. So, Brahma puts you in the world. Mooladhara Ekanalaya Brahma Grandhi Vibhedini. Okay, you have the world, you have the family, you somehow with the grace of Guru and Amma, you know how to get out of the world. As a samsara. When I say again, get out of the samsara, being in the samsara, not attached. Then Vishnu really guides you towards the ultimate. Vishnu. That's why Vishnu Sahasranama and Vishnu Namasparanam is good for Kali Yuga. Why they say is, it is the mantra to come over the Maya. So after that, then Anahata, you experience the Vyapti Tattvam. That means you see yourself in each and everything around you. That is the Vyapti Tattvam. You expand like a Vishwarupam. And then at Vishuddhi, Akasha Tattvam, you observe yourself. This is you experience. The next one is observation. As the universal mother is observing us in the form of icons, in the form of mantras, in the form of tattvas, you become that. So, Stula, Sukshma and Karana Rupam, that is the Vishuddhi. Then you merge with the time. You flow like a time. That's the Ajna Chakram. You don't have past, present, future. Nothing affects you. Then from there, you merge with the Bindu. From the Bandhana, Bandha to Bindu. Mooladhara, you are a Bandha. You are tied to the world. From the Bandha to Bindu is the Upasana. Through these 6 chakras, you transcend with the help of Mother's grace. So, that being the case, when you meditate on the 4 hands, you get the knowledge of the 4 Vedas without even looking at them. That is the grace of Mother. You heard about double promotions, right? This is not double promotion. It's completely ultimate promotion. You get everything. So, you see so many bhaktas also not reading any books, any Upanishad, but when they talk about Vedanta, it's the ultimate. So, that is the knowledge you get by meditating on the hands. And also one more thing, the 4 hands represents Chatur Varna, Brahma, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. These 4 hands in the normal world, we see differently. Brahmana is great, Sudra is low, all this differentiation comes because we see them differently. But when you meditate on the 4 hands, you realize that the 4 hands come from the same body of Mother. They belong to the Mother. So they are the parts of the Mother. They are parts of the Vyavastha, Varna Vyavastha. Then you try to respect each Varna. You know the value of each Varna. That's why in the Suktam also they say, Brahmanosa Mukmasid Bahu Rajinya Krutaha Uru Tadatsa Yadvaisa Bhagam Sudro Ajayata. That's a Mahapurusha Surupam. So you can never distinguish or compare or look down on any Varna. Everything is equal as part of Mother. Then comes Chatur Ashramas. Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. These ashramas should be valued. Sannyasa is not great when compared to Brahmacharya. Or you should not think, oh, I should become a sannyas, I should become this and that. Whatever ashrama is given to you in the flow of time, you need to know the value of the ashrama and follow the dharmas of the ashrama. That you know, because again, all the ashramas are the parts of the body of Mother. So when you are a brahmacharya, you should not be captivated or lured by the desires. Your focus should be the ultimate goal. Okay, let me follow the dharma, let me follow the shastra, let me respect my parents, let me lead a dharmic life. Brahmacharyam. Let me live in the Brahma Tattvam. Brahmacharyam. When you are in the Grihastha your wife is ultimate, your children are ultimate. You need to take care of them. At the same time, you need to balance. That is where you are actually put into real test. The real test is the Grihastha. With the help of Mother, by balancing properly, you come out of the test successfully. Then comes Vanaprastha. The transition. In the process of coming out of the test, you get some attachment naturally, children, grandchildren, all these things. I need to come out. I cannot come out all of a sudden. So I need a transition period. That is when the Vanaprastha comes. That is when the wife and husband both do their own upasana as separate jivas. The bond is slightly hanging over there, but not attachment or moha or pasha. From Vanaprastha, you move on to the sannyasa. Sat plus nyasam, sannyasam. You just meditate on the absolute truth, no longer connected to the world. So these are the ashramas which are offered to you by Mother based on your capacity and past karmas and your upasana. So you need to accept whatever ashrama is given to me. And then when you do that, you go to the Sukshma Rupa Bahu. That is called Manas, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. Both, almost all the four are, looking like same, but they are not. First, when you focus the Manas, that the consciousness completely on mother, the buddhi will take care of itself. The dog will wag its tail only when the master is lenient. When the master says sit, the dog sits there. That sit, that authority you get when you focus the manas on the mother. That's where again I say connectivity. When you can connect it to the mother, you get the power of mother. When you get connected to the world, you may get the weakness of the world also. Right? So, focus your consciousness completely on mother, get control of your mind. So that's manas and buddhi. Then the chitta, subconsciousness. Then you merge with the mother. Though you do these actions, this is a little bit difficult for me to explain. Though you are in the world, though you do all the pravurtis, but still in reality you just get connected to her and enjoy them as if this is called asankalpita pratikaracharya. In the sleep, the life is there, the world is there, but it's not there. And that state, that is called sarvor madini. Sarva vashankari, sarvor madini. When you get the control of vashankari, mind and manas, then you get to the state of sarvor madini. Then the ahankara. Ahankara completely perished. Zero ahankara. This slight is left just because you need to live in the body. That much amount of ahankara which is necessary to keep the prana shakti in the body, only that you have. All other extra things that will perish. When all these happen, then you experience the Sukshma Rupa. There are Sthula Rupam is, akaras, like icons. Then the Sukshma Rupam is mantra. Aim vata vata vagvadini swaha mantram. There is no form, but still you experience the Saraswati as the vocal power in you. Every sound coming from your body, you experience her as Saraswati. Then the Karana Rupam, Tattva, Sarasavati, Saraswati, Sarasavati, keeping yourself happy and keeping everyone around you happy. That is Saraswati. That's a Karanupam. Why you have come. So these three forms are there. Sthola Rupa, Sukshma Rupa, Kararupa. Whatever is designed for you, you will enjoy it. Let us enjoy the present state wherever we are in, and we move on to the Ayudhams tomorrow. Sri Maatre Namaha.